We've got some work to do today, don't we? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I'm sure you can tell by the title, today I am going to be ranking every single quarterback who is starting from the bottom at number 32 all the way up to number 1. Now, I do want to point out before I even get into this that this is on the fly right now. Like, this isn't planned. I didn't take notes. I didn't do nothing. I'm going to be trying to do it speed style where I just, give a brief explanation and we move up the list. And I also understand that some of my Against the Worlds might not match up with this, but today's a different day, so heh. And also, before we start, I actually have a pack that I want to show you guys. So these are what I'm going to be selling on eBay. Hopefully mid next week they are all up. I have a couple of them made already. This is just a demo. But every pack will come like this. You're going to get a pack of cards that has between like 15 and 20. A lot of them are going to be rookies, rated rookies, prism rookies, couple inserts and random cards. And then you're going to get your hit pack. It's going to have between 1 or 2 cards in it. This one in particular has an out of 299 Byron Jones. That's the numbered card. And then on the back you have a cracked ice Zach Wilson prism draft picks rookie. Every pack is different. Some will have autographs, some will have jersey cards. Also, since this is on YouTube, I'm going to throw in a Devontae Smith rookie jersey and a Micah Parsons absolute rookie. Alright guys, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount, and let's hop into ranking every single quarterback 32 to number 1. Okay, so here we are. Obviously, we're going to do a tier list style. Everything is right here. All I have to do is drag the mouse, but we have a long ass list. Anyway, starting off with number 32, the worst quarterback in the league, Sam Darnold. I think he's had time. I think he's had fair opportunities, fair chances. He has a great offense to work with. He can't make it happen. If he's not going to make it happen by now, when is it going to happen, okay? I don't want Sam. Moving on, we got number 31, Drew Lock. Look, he does have an upside. He could still be fine. I think that he's done a better job than Sam Darnold, honestly. But kind of like Sam, he's had fair chances. He just had a great Broncos team to work with. He makes a lot of boneheaded decisions, a lot of mistakes. I think if you're comparing him to the rest of the league, I think 30 of the guys are better than him. Moving on, we got number 30, and that is, gotta be quick, Wyatt. You can't sit here and think, Daniel Jones. I'll say the things I like about Danny right away. He can run the ball, and like 1 out of every 10 throws he makes is good. I just think he looks constantly like he's uncomfortable and he can't handle any sort of pressure. He folds like a chair. Moving on, we got number 29. I'm gonna go Marcus Mariota. Why would I take him over Daniel Jones? That's a fair question. Honestly, I think Danny's a good runner, but Marcus has more of an upside on his feet. We've all seen that. Nobody can deny it. Also, he does make some tremendous throws. He made himself very present every time he got to appear for the Raiders, even though it wasn't a lot. But we've seen him as a starting quarterback and it just wasn't great. I'll take him at 29. Number 28. Zach Wilson. I just think he's still green. I mean, literally, but didn't have a fantastic team to work with. Wasn't given a lot of opportunities to be great. It is encouraging to hear, though, that he's putting on muscle. There was like a 10-year-old out there. It was wild. That brings us to 27, Justin Fields. I want him to be good. I am a fan of him. I loved him at Ohio State, but it's just a fact of the situation. Last year, as a passing quarterback, he was pretty dog shit. Exceptional on his legs, but off the gun, it just wasn't pretty. All right, number 26. Kenny Pickett / Mitch Trubisky, either or, I'll put him right there. Look, Kenny would be a gamble to take over all these guys. It's debatable over these two, so yeah, it's a stretch. But Mitch Trubisky, he had a good year in Chicago, and then he was pretty ass. Went to Buffalo with a new coach, and we got to see a glimpse of what he could have been in the preseason against Chicago, and he was fantastic. Under Mike Tomlin, there's not a doubt in my mind Mitch Trubisky is actually going to be decent this year. I'd take him above any of these guys right now. Number 25. Gotta be Trevor. Another guy I'm a big fan of, and I have the utmost confidence he is actually going to be a fantastic quarterback in the league. Unfortunately, last year he had a terrible predicament, a terrible coach. Kind of like Zach Wilson, I don't really know how much he got to develop in all that mess. Moving on, we got number 24. We're going to act like Trey Lance is Jimmy Garoppolo because I think Jimmy deserves to be on this list as of right now. Meaning I would probably pick up Davis Mills. Very underrated. Everybody just kind of looked at him and they're like, bah, he ain't ever going to start again. Next year they're going to have someone new. Yeah, he's not the most terrific bush in the garden, but for the most part, he was a safe passer. He didn't dump the ball off in stupid spots. He can throw a deep pass. I think if you gave him proper weapons and protection, he could be a very serviceable Matt Ryan style guy. Up next, we got 23. Tua. He hasn't been great. He's thrown some ugly ass interceptions. He's throwing balls to invisible people. But all things considered, I actually think he is improving. It looks like he is getting better. We're seeing more shades of the Tua we saw at Alabama. And I think Mike McDaniel is actually going to help him tremendously as well. Up next, number 22. Jameis Winston. You guys know I'm a crazy Jameis fan. I've always supported him. 30 picks, 30 touchdowns, no matter how you look at it, it's impressive. I think Jameis has the skill. I think he has the experience. I think he is a complete, quarterback. Yeah, he does make some mistakes. Well, foolishly made some mistakes years ago. Last year he didn't do too bad, but then he got hurt. And this year we're going to get to see what he actually looks like without Sean Payton. But if Jameis just relaxes in the pocket and reads his progression, he takes his time and lets that ball fly, he can be elite. Number 21. Honestly, Ryan Tannehill. I used to have this guy in my top 10. I know. I just think last year we got to actually see who Ryan Tannehill is, and it wasn't good. And I've given him the benefit of the doubt. Yes, it does suck to have your whole team hurt at times. But if you are a good quarterback in the league, you're going to have to make it work. And he didn't necessarily make it work when he didn't have A.J. Brown or Derrick Henry. He can fluctuate a lot, but honestly right now, I think he's on his way out the door. Up next, we got number 20. Mac Jones. Mac's got a lot of upside. The one thing I really, really like about Mac is that he did decent with an offense that I don't think is terrific. But a downside is Bill Belichick was his head coach, and it's like, how bad can you actually be with Bill? Ask Cam Newton, I guess. Either way, I think Mac is a really good field general style quarterback. He's very good at being patient and knowing what he needs to do versus what he should do. He looked generally comfortable. I think Mac is going to get better this year, and right now, I think he's a top 20 quarterback. Up next, we got 19. Carson Wentz. Statistically, no, he didn't have a bad season. If you watched him, he had a horrendous season. I think he was safe with the ball, but just because you're a safe quarterback doesn't mean you're a good quarterback. All right, number 18, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan. He's going to be the same quarterback. He has been the same quarterback. Now, I don't think he has any mobility at all, which is kind of keeping him down below some other guys that I would like to have. But if you need to just get the ball down the field through the air, he's going to be okay. Number 17, Jimmy Garoppolo. The best stat about Jimmy that can get you ahead in any Jimmy argument is he is a winner. He is not the best passer in the league. He's not the worst passer in the league. But through everything I've said about him, through everything everybody's said about him, that guy has done nothing but keep a smile on his face, work hard, go out there, and just perform. Definitely deserves to be in the consideration for a top 15 quarterback. Right now, I wouldn't have him quite there, but I think he's proven the argument. Number 16, Jalen Hurts. I think he's great. Does he have some flaws? Does he make some bad passes? Yeah. But he's got a good arm. He is a hell of a playmaker, and this is going to be his first real shot in the league. Crazy to think that, too, but it's true. Up next, we got number 15, Jared Goff. He's not bad. He's never been bad. He makes just as many tremendous throws as he does bad throws. It's just that his bad throws are the ones that get blown up on national television. The thing that sucks about Jared Goff is, I've said this before, he's not going to make something happen really on his own. He is very reliant on time and his O-line, but given proper time, he can be a very accurate, precise passer. A lot of the games that I think they only lost by one score would have had a lot bigger of a deficit if he wasn't the QB. Moving on, we got 14, Derek Carr. We're in the top half now. These guys are all good that I'm about to say, so I don't really have negatives. Derek Carr has made it work his entire career, and he's never had a consistent team for help. He's got a rocket for an arm, and I think this year, obviously, he's going to have the best season he's ever had. 13, here comes the booze, Kyler Murray. Huge upside, but is it his cap? We don't know. We haven't seen Kyler Murray perform better than what he's done the last 3 years. And honestly, after seeing his one playoff game, he's like the last guy on this planet I would want to be my playoff quarterback. Yes, he's got a cannon. Yes, he can run. He also isn't the most patient quarterback, and I think that leads to a lot of his turnovers, and that does not help him in any way. Moving on, we got 12. We know who the odd man out here is now. You put up a good fight, man, but I think this is where the case is closed. Kirk Cousins. He's arguably top 10, and you can make the argument, and no, it's not insanity. He is an excellent passer. Excellent. The only thing he doesn't have in his career is wins, and yeah, it sucks. I love Kirk, and I think he's great. There's just other guys in the league that I would take over him. Number 11, Lamar. He's got the Jimmy argument. He always will. He is a fucking winner, man. And he has proven that he can be an elite passer. He was an MVP. Last year, he missed some time. Last year wasn't his best year. Last year, he had an injured team. If I could see him just be a consistent 250 to 300 yard passer every single game, it would be elite. All right, here we go. Top 10. Number 10, Dak. I think Dak is a flamethrower. I think as much as you need him to throw the ball, he's going to throw the ball, and generally it's going to be in a good spot. I used to not like him. I think he's a winner. I think he's got leadership mentality. I just need to see him do something with that team. All right, number 9. Sus Watson. I think that he probably is still like top 5 when we get to see him play, but there is suspension rumors that aren't dying with him. He excels in every aspect of the quarterback game, but we need to see him play more. Or again, I should say. Up next, we got number 8. Staph infection. I think we can all agree Matt Stafford is excellent. Does he throw a lot of interceptions? Yeah, he does, like 1 a game. But I bet you nobody's gonna tell me Brett Favre was a bad quarterback, and he was addicted to throwing picks. He can be careless at times, but he can also be a freak of nature, and he's one of the toughest son of a bitches out there. Moving on, we got number 7. Herbert. Laser beam, throws like 90-mile-an-hour fastballs to his guys. It would break my hand to catch a pass. He's got such an elite team and coach and organization around him. I don't see him having anything other than just an elite start to his career. I'm talking like the next 4 years, he's just going to be the same great we've seen. Number 6, Russ. Respect him. Do I give him a hard time because every single year he has a midseason meltdown? Yeah. But I'm not going to act like he isn't one of the best quarterbacks we've ever gotten to watch during this generation. He throws darts, man. He'll throw a ball up to the moon and it will land exactly in the spot that he intended it on. If you need to make something out of nothing, he's probably a top 3 guy in the league you'd want out there. You'll see this here in Denver. All right, number 5, Joey. He is that guy. I'll die on that hill. Burrow over Herbert. He reminds me of Tom Brady. The pressure builds on him. He only gets better. He's got a set of nuts on him too. He'll take chances. He'll miss once in a great while. But more times than none, it turns into something fantastic. He's a natural born leader. He's a warrior. And Joe Burrow, I salute you. Moving on, we got number 4, Tom. As long as he's playing his top 5, as long as he's playing the way he has been, he's arguably number 1. At this point, every person I say is a personal preference. We have yet to see a crack in Tom Brady that would convince us he is going to be bad. Moving on, we got number 3, Mahomes. I know he's great. I know he is probably the best playmaker in the league. I have nothing against Patrick Mahomes whatsoever. His brother's annoying, I guess, but that's not him. And he was great at golf. Moving on, we got number 2, Rodgers. I think he's the most talented passer we're ever going to see. I think he's one of the most accurate passers we're ever going to see. He just doesn't throw interceptions. He just doesn't have bad games. He's a quarterback that you need absolutely fucking nobody other than him, and that team is always going to be in it. And number 1, Josh. I'm going with my gut. I'm going with my guy. I've been on this hill ever since the playoff game that I can't rewatch. I think he's just too good at everything. He's too good of a runner. He's too good of a passer. He's so big and physical. He's so hard to bring down. He's got eyes in the back of his head. Just when you think you're gonna get him for the sack, he takes off. You find him in the open field and he's at full speed, good luck taking him down. You better have 3 guys with you because you're not gonna do it. Started off terrible. Started off as the guy nobody wanted. Now he is the guy everybody wants. Josh Allen, number 1. All right, only took an hour, not too bad. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked that video. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of debate going on, so please, let's go in the comments. Be nice to each other, though. Don't bully. It's not cool. Anyway, with everything I just said, I'm going to get working on this so you guys can hopefully watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Support the video in any way you can. You know I appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the next video.